Hello, and welcome to PREM1R Bricks. Today, we are looking at the Ewok Village set number 10236. With 1,990 pieces, this Ultimate Collector's Star Wars series came out in the year 2013 with a whopping 17 minifigures, 5 of which are exclusive. Its retail price was $250 US. I wouldn't know that because I got it for Christmas. And new, if you want it in the box, it's going to be $500, and used it'll be about $4. That being said, it is a tremendous set, well worth the price, and we are going to look at the details now. All right, so taking a look at the main model, we will start over here. You see this ladder is the only point of egress for the humble stormtrooper as they try to infiltrate into the Ewok Village. However, there is a feature, a little bit of a defense, where if character is perched there, there is a little bit of a trapped door, which upon dropping will send them on a little slide back on out. If, of course, they do manage to cross over the bridge, they are met with the main island. The main island is comprised of these 3 little huts, which swivel around, and a central area. So, starting from left to right, we will look at this hut. This hut is typically depicted as Princess Leia's kind of quarters, right? As you can see, it has the princess up top, and on the inside, you'll notice that there is a little backpack arrow setup. Here is a little picture of a glider with some spears, and a little bed chamber at the bottom. Okay. Following this, in this middle hut, we have a catapult defense, a little flick fire catapult, and some ammunition guarded by this Ewok up top. Underneath there is a little fire on which one can cook, and a little bit of foliage cover as well. In between these 2 huts, you do find these rather clever prison holders for the presumed guards, Jedi, whomever, upon the initial capture of them by the Ewoks. And it's an interesting design where the pieces are not really set in place, but it does hold a very tree-esque vibe. Coming into the last hut on the right, we have this one. I have Han and Chewie perched out atop, and this one has a special feature where if you notice this little lever, you can raise and lower this net, and you can just perch the net on another stud or something if you want it set at a different height. On the inside of this one, you'll notice there are some spears as well. That happens a lot. The foliage isn't exactly sturdy. That is one drawback of this set, but we'll just put it there for now. There are some spears and weapons, as well as a cauldron that is placed on top of some fire studs. Coming back in between these 2 huts, we also have C-3PO sitting here, who is on his levitating chair, which can be lowered down and then raised up by use of a clear spoke. As well, we have the fire where Luke is being roasted while he raises that chair up. And of course, we have the celebratory drums and using the helmets of the stormtroopers, and I believe that's a scout trooper and an Imperial gunner, and of course the natural drums. Coming down to the bottom of the trees, as there are more secrets underneath. Starting on this one, you will notice that there is a little bit of stairs that lead up to a secret hiding spot with some interesting stickers of a scout trooper and a heart and some Star Wars writing. On this one, in back, there is a secret compartment that holds Luke's lightsaber. And on this last one, we notice that there is a little lever that, upon being pressed, can open up a cobweb that one might think would be intended for the Scout Trooper. Of course, also, if in theory the Scout Trooper were to be flying along through here and got himself caught, by pulling this lever, you can notice the mallets will drop down upon him. Another fun feature. This is a really awesome set because you can take a look at it from any angle and make it work from that. Right? There's 360 degrees of playability. It's not one that you just put up against a wall and you're set. You can move the secondary tree and make it almost a enclosed case. You can rotate these. In theory, you can also remove the little islands. It's never shown, and I don't think you're intended to do it, but it's as simple as lifting off of one of the rotating discs and moving them around. So it's a very modular set, and it's most enjoyable to play with. So 100%, if you find a copy, I would recommend this to any, not even Star Wars fan, just a Lego fan. It's a tremendous build with little side builds. The Scout Trooper, you have this little catapult with small flicking using that rubber piece. And it ultimately is one of my favorite sets that I have fond memories of from Christmas. Jumping into the minifigures now, this one has a stacked lineup of 17. We're going to take a look at C-3PO. Personally, he's a 3 out of 5 for me. He's pretty standard. He appears in a bunch of sets. Next, the Endor Rebel Commando. This guy has a cool outfit. It's definitely the leader, but ultimately going to be a 4 out of 10 for me. Following that up, we have Luke. I never understood what that thing on his chest is, in all honesty. He's a 3 out of 10 for me. He looks good with the lightsaber, but I just don't get what it is. Chief Chirpa, he's pretty cool, in my opinion. I think that the gray is a good contrast with the brown, but I mean, it's an Ewok, another 3. This guy's a little bit cooler. He's a 4 out of 10. For some reason, he's really expensive, I think, because he's only in this set, but cool headpiece and definitely a lot more detailing on the fur. The Bearded Commando, this guy is exclusive to this set, actually. I do enjoy the whole look, and I think it honestly looks better than the Commando leader. Next up, Han Solo. Standard Han. He's in every set. I mean, it's a great fig. I think my favorite part of him is honestly the leg printing. We get a little bit of the blaster. Chewie, let's just be grateful that they improved this mold finally. Like, my God, it is something to behold. Low grade, this guy is another detailed guy. He's another 4 out of 10 for me. Honestly, I prefer him over the Chirp and the other guys. The fancy headdress is awesome. Generic Ewok warrior. Cool. Another one in this set is Wicket, the brown one that Princess Leia runs into. Speaking of her. There she is, very expensive, exclusive hair mold, and I believe legs and everything, but definitely a cool one. I'll give it a 5. Personally, favorite minifigure in the set right here, Scout Trooper. I think these guys are awesome. The back, the front, the leg combo is perfect, and of course, after that, you can only expect your standard Stormtrooper. It's a 5 out of 10, it's hard to beat. I think this was the best variation of them, and that concludes the minifigures in this set. Overall, the Ewok Village is a phenomenal set. For $250 back then, I would have definitely picked this up if I had the opportunity. Thankfully, Santa blessed me, and I got it myself, but it's a wonderful transition from the standard gray ships that we tend to get for Ultimate Collector Series, and I'm a huge fan. I think ultimately, for me, the minifigures drag it down a little bit, but it's still one of my all-time favorites. It is going to rank below the Ghostbusters Firehouse, though, and I think that's simply just because of the lack of size, in all honesty, but it is a phenomenal set that I would pick up at any point in time if the deal was right. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.